Hello, Facebook Ads people. I'm Konstantinos, and this is the Facebook Ads Breaking News Podcast. So, hello guys, another podcast today with me, your best friend Konstantinos. You see that I have a very good mood because the results are improving a lot in the platform. Super cool results, CPMs are dropping. I believe that all of this is because that now the United States announced that they are not going to go into bankruptcy. Even if nobody believes that they are going to go to bankruptcy, still people are afraid and they're not buying and so on. So we had this kind of effect of having high CPMs on that period. But now it's over. I can see that the accounts are recovering pretty well. And this is the reason that we don't have a lot of messages right now to answer today. Most probably it's going to be a smaller podcast today because if things are going well, there are less questions. Before we go to the main topic for today, which is the hot pockets that I want to analyze, there's one thing that I need to say. It's just a small update about the European accounts and the people that they run ads in Europe. You need now to declare who is going to be the payer and who is going to be the person that is doing the ads, who is going to be the beneficiary and stuff. I still don't have many things to say about that because it has been announced, but I haven't seen any accounts yet with this kind of settings. As soon as I see it, I'm going to say it first in the podcast, and maybe I'm going to create also a video about it. But there are going to be some changes because of the European Union, which I believe it's a little bit of, European Union is working like a turtle that goes with very small steps, super slow, and they are always full of ideas. And I don't like the ideas of people that they don't even know the platform. They always come up with some stupid ideas that they make no sense, and then Facebook is trying to find a way to implement these ideas within the European Union and so on. It's always a problem of regulations and stuff. On the other hand, maybe there are people that they are using this to do fraudulent actions. So the European Union has to take action. So I don't know. I just feel like European Union is putting so many obstacles to how we work, like GDPR, which is a total bull. And they have some other regulations and stuff so that all of these idiots in Brussels, they have something logical to do, I guess, in the European Parliament. Anyway, I don't like this kind of mostly the thing that I don't like and I hate is that these people, they are clueless. They are clueless even on how the algorithm is working. And even if someone like me is going to go there and explain to them, it doesn't matter because they're taking decisions like the same way that you will take a decision of what you're going to eat in the evening from an app. Okay, it's that simple for them, while the subjects are super complicated. And I know it also from other subjects that it shows that they are extremely clueless of the different situations. Now, hot pockets. Let's discuss a little bit about what are the hot pockets are and how are they being formed, because this is one thing that you need to understand if you want to do Facebook ads and be efficient with your Facebook ads. The most common thing that we see in a new ad account when we go is that we have a pixel which is, let's say, has 100 sales. It's a fairly new pixel. The behavior that we see all the time consistently is that you do a campaign, interests most probably because it's a new pixel, it works for a period, then it dies, then you have to relaunch it because we explained in the channel that the relaunch is a very important thing that you need to do when you're having a new ad account, or even in older ad accounts that something has been working and it stopped working, and so on and so on. What is the problem over there? That the pixel is not strong enough to continue optimizing. I want you to picture every of your campaigns like this. Imagine that you have a campaign which is starting, for example, with Konstantinos as the first person that it reaches. If Konstantinos is a person that is going to engage with the ad, it's going to target similar people like Konstantinos. If Konstantinos is not going to engage, it's going to go to the next person, and then it will start forming a hot pocket based on the people that they're initially engaging, and then a hot pocket based on the people that they're going to buy if the purchase event is our last event that we want to optimize for. This is a formation of hot pocket. But when I'm telling you this, don't you have the feeling that it's totally random? So initially, especially with new pixels, that they don't have any guidance, it's going to go to Konstantinos, to another person, to another person, to another person, until it finds it. Maybe it's going to take too long. Maybe it's going to be a bad day and our actual buyers, they were not so active on that day. Maybe it's going to be a situation that we are going to convert with someone, but he was just a random sale. He didn't want the product so much, but he bought it. But this doesn't mean that he's in our core audience, that it's going to help us find more people like him so that they can convert. Maybe. So we have all of these situations, which I came to this conclusion by just observing campaigns. What I was observing, that I was launching the same ad on Monday, it was having some sales. Then on Tuesday, Wednesday, when I was launching it again, it had 0 sales. Then again on Saturday, it had very good sales, and so on and so on. So I understood the concept of the randomness of the initial results and the hot pocket creation. Whatever is happening there, whatever is happening in a 12 million audience, we know that it forms a hot pocket. And what I believe is that when you're trying to scale this specific ad set that is working in a hot pocket, the thing that's happening is that either it tries to spend more money in this hot pocket, and maybe it's going to fail. This is why you see less ROAS, because it has a balance. Maybe it can get 2 sales from this hot pocket every day, for example. The other thing that can happen is that it's going to take more budget and it's going to try to expand the hot pocket, which might fail, but maybe it's going to go and create another hot pocket in the same 10-12 million audience, trying to get another 2 sales from there because you scale the budget. If this is successful, then okay, your scaling is successful. But if not, you're going to lose your ad. And this is how the crazy method was born, because I thought, okay, randomness of the initial results, different results on different days. What if I'm going to do a lot of ad sets so that I can go and give a lot of options to Facebook to form an actual hot pocket that's going to work? And if it's going to work, I'm going to close the others, or and keep the one that is actually working. This is how, with the hot pockets, then this is how the crazy method came, and by pure observation. And the other thing, why I don't like to scale with the 20% rule or whatever, because you're going to do it once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Eventually, your pixel is going to fail to find another hot pocket or to expand the hot pocket. So the concept is that we are doing several campaigns, we are forming the hot pockets, we're leaving the budgets there after the optimization, we do another one, and we are piling up in order to scale, which is much more stronger as a foundation, because you are having several campaigns with different hot pockets, instead of actually trying to scale one hot pocket, which eventually it's going to break, because it's not going to be, it's not going to have enough budget to serve it well. It's not going to, it's going to have more than enough budget to serve it well. That means that hot pockets are very important, and the same way that I'm explaining to you the hot pockets, you need to understand them in order to take decisions about your ads. Again, first, they're being formed by engagement, because this is the initial thing that the ads are watching in order to understand if something is going to work or not, and then by the optimization event that you have, purchase in most cases. This is why also we're saying in different cases that when you're having negative comments, for example, Facebook cannot it's not able to distinguish between the bad comments and the good comments. So what is happening over there is that it's taking this engagement and it's trying to target more people with these bad comments. So you are ending up having a hot pocket, but a toxic hot pocket that doesn't like your ad. It's just there to criticize your ads or to write bad comments. And this is also another thing that is proving the formation of the hot pockets. For any of you that you're not believing that the hot pockets are being created and we're just targeting all of the people. Last note. 1 year ago, I had a $1 million credit from Meta in order to run shop ads. I realized that by running $1 million in an audience of 200 million people, and the video is on YouTube if you want to see it, that I was getting a frequency of 5 or 6, I don't remember the exact numbers, but I was getting a crazy big frequency for the amount that I was spending, and the only people that was reaching this 200 million people, it was just 12 million. I wasn't able to close the ad and relaunch it again and so on. I just had to keep spending like this. That means that either Facebook is lying about the potential reach of the audiences, or that a very big hot pocket has been created over there and I couldn't go outside of it based on the results that it was getting. Because I cannot believe that the potential reach it's only 12 million. It's a very small audience for the amount of money that they're being spent in Facebook and the results that we have. I believe that the potential reach is there. Okay, maybe some fake accounts, but still, you could see there that the formation of the hot pocket is something that you couldn't go outside of it, so you had to relaunch it. This is why we're doing relaunches, to go and target a new hot pocket if your pixel is failing to keep this one that was formed. This is why we do the crazy method, to have different options over there. This is why we are doing all of our optimization, and then we are leaving it without scaling it, but we like to scale with campaigns because we don't like to disturb the hot pocket that has been created, and we wanted to keep spending with this spend, giving us consistent sales. Because for me, and this is the reason that I close my videos like this, be creative and be consistent. Consistency is super important when you're doing ads. In order to have, I want one sale every day. Can I get one sale every day? Fine. I don't want to get 5 sales and then 3 days later another 2. I want to get just one sale every day. This is more important for me, the consistency. I want to say one more last thing for the hot pockets. Yes. So then what came to our life was the Advantage Plus campaigns. And I want to be honest, as I always am in the channel, I used to believe that the hot pocket creation is being formed within the ad set level, because I was saying, okay, this is our targeting, this is where we target, this is where the hot pocket is going to be formed, because this is where we give the direction. Wrong. I was wrong, because by observation I realized this. In the Advantage Plus campaign, we have one ad set. I believe that in the different ads, and this is what gave me the impression of the fact, in my opinion right now, that the hot pocket optimization is happening on the ad level, is that I actually have seen that you launch it, you have different results on the different ads. Okay, the different ads are different creatives, but you have just one ad set, so you are not forming one hot pocket, but maybe several hot pockets based on the ads that you are running. And then, because it's in my nature and I like the crazy method, I started using Advantage Plus crazy method, which means that you take the best ad and you duplicate it several times. And guys, it was working flawlessly, which means that there wasn't only one hot pocket being formed in the ad set level, but several hot pockets in the different ads. Now, that being said, I believe that the hot pockets are being formed in the ad level and not in the ad set level. And the explanation that I have about this is because in the ad set level, we are going and we are declaring where the ad set, what the optimization event is going to be, like purchase event, checkout, or add to cart. While in the ad, we go and we say, I want you to use this pixel, this domain. Now domains are gone, but I want you to use this pixel. So this pixel is going there and it's forming the hot pocket with the direction of the ad, but still the hot pocket is being formed on the ad level and not on the ad set level. On the ad set level, we just put the attribution, we just put the directions for the targeting, and we just put the conversion event that we want to have. That's all that I had to say about the hot pockets. I think that for me at least, it's a very interesting topic. I hope that you're also going to find it interesting. And if you have any questions, let me know. By the way, all of these things are just speculations that we're doing about the platform, and they come from observation. While I was explaining the hot pockets, I explained to you the different examples, like I was launching ads in different days and I could see different results, and so on. So all of this has to be explained in a way, and this is the explanation that I have after using the platform for such a long period. And to me, it makes sense. I hope it makes sense also for you. Let's go to your questions. I don't want to keep you tired today. Alex, I think something happened with my account after that overspend on that day. He's talking about the 24th or 23 of April. I think it's 23. In the past 2 months, March and April, I keep a ROAS of 4 plus, good for you, which was good for me. I really like the way that you talk, Alex. So he's saying 4 ROAS minus or plus, which is good for me. Let me take down this. Okay. 4 plus or minus, which is good for me. It means that he understands that 4 ROAS for some other people might not be good. This month, everything is down after that Sunday with overspend. Now some of my assets are not spending, BitCap and CostCap. Well, okay, these are not spending always. It's a volatile strategy. They brought to me good results, but they stopped spending for no reason. Look, when we talk about the BitCaps, you need to understand that you need to relaunch them frequently. Most of the times what I see with the BitCaps in my strategy MOB is that I have several videos that you can go and you can watch. First of all, it's not working in all countries and in all accounts, but you should test it. If it's working for you, it's going to help you a lot. Secondly, the first day is a little bit cruel. The second day is very much better, third and so on, because we use 1 day attribution to this strategy. And when you're doing that, you are having only 1 day of optimization of events, and what we're trying to do is we try to spend as much as we can so that we can optimize every single day from the beginning, but it's always the lag of the 24 hours. The attribution setting doesn't reset when the budget resets, it keeps continuous. So when you are at 6 a.m. in the morning, you have 24 hours before, so you're taking some data from the previous day also. Now, when you're having this effect, you're relaunching again and you're starting all over again to build it. Don't expect it to work forever. Whenever it's dropping, do it again. And for the periods like this period that you send me the message is going to have good, bad CPMs, this method is not working at all. ROAS is on 2 on the last 20 days. I have tried a lot of things, even the crazy method, but it didn't work. What could happen here? So this is the effect of the last 15 days on the month of May. Most of the times when this is happening, the only solution that you can have is to lower your budget. Lower your budget and see what kind of balance you need to have right now in order for you to be profitable. The fact that you're spending, for example, 2K per day in a good period with good CPMs, it doesn't mean that you can continue keep spending that in a bad period like the one that we had. And for me, at least, it's very obvious when it's happening because I can see across accounts the CPM skyrocketing, and I'm getting flooded by messages like this, which are saying that they're doing bad and stuff, and also on the forum, and my friends tell me the same, that they do the same job and so on, or my clients. So the situation is that sadly guys, my experience all these years showed that when this is happening, you should do nothing. The only thing that you should do is you should lower your budget. Don't go into the mentality of I have to change this, I have to change that, I have to change this, I have to change that, because it doesn't matter if you change something. The results are going to improve only when they're going to improve for everyone. I'm not saying that you should not be trying. You can try as much as you want. I'm trying also, but for psychological reasons. Deep inside me, I know that it's not going to improve because I changed something. The second thing is that don't go now on the other side that you are just giving excuses when your results are not good, and just keep watching if everybody's talking about Facebook ads in a bad way, on that period, it means that you are not alone. Last thing that I want to point out about the situation. You need to understand that these things are happening a lot of times throughout the year for Facebook ads. Not only for reasons like the war in Ukraine or Biden not being able to say that we're not going to bankrupt in the United States and everybody's afraid. COVID period, Black Friday, but it's happening also because it can happen with a good way or in a bad way. This is what I'm trying to say. Black Friday is a good way. The COVID period, the first lockdown was a good period because we were selling like crazy. But there are other periods that the CPMs are skyrocketing and the results are bad, like the Biden election, for example, in the September, in the previous September, not previous September. Now I'm hearing that the new elections are going to be for United States on November of 2024. So in the next year, on the Black Friday month, we are going to have elections, and guys, for me, it's the first time that I would like to see what is going to happen with that. Because in the previous elections, because everybody's advertising about the elections and everything, we are having much higher CPMs. What is it going to happen if we have elections in a month with a Black Friday and everybody's advertising? Is it going to be still super powerful as a Black Friday period? I'm very curious to see what's going to happen in 2024. Maybe it's going to be one of the worst Black Fridays. I don't know. So, the sad truth is that when this is happening, you should be watching around, see if this is a general thing. If not, it's your problem. Then try to lower your budget. Try to compose yourself from going into the madness state of changing this and that and that and that, because eventually it's going to work only when the things are going to get better. And try to lower your budget in order to find your new balance. How much do I need to spend in order for me to be in my good KPIs? Try to do that. This is what I have done. It worked flawlessly in these last 15 days. Of course, my clients, they also trust me because we are together for years. They know who they are talking to. The second thing is that if you start doing big changes in such big periods like these 15 days, then you're going to lose all of your momentum for scaling. Because, for example, I'm having an account, let's say, of 5K spending per day. If I go and I start closing ads and everything, what is going to happen is that I'm going to start from a lower base and lower amount of campaigns for my next scaling period. So I wouldn't do that. The only thing that I would do is that I would lower budget in these different campaigns and I would wait. And this is what I have done. And let me tell you that the months were also profitable because I had the first 15 days of the month being profitable. And let me tell you also that I also scaled in some cases because of that reason. And as I was saying earlier, before my mind goes to other things, because this is how my mind works, goes from one topic to the other. Sorry if it's super tiring for you. The whole situation of waiting is a virtue, and it's something that you are getting by just doing Facebook ads and understanding that these periods are coming all the time. Because if we are having a very good period on Facebook ads right now and everybody's talking about it, they are talking in forums the same way that they are talking about bad results, the same way they are talking about good results. Hey, I'm having amazing results. Everybody, when they see that, they go immediately and they start doing ads. So the advertisement cost is skyrocketing and the CPMs go higher. Then everybody's crying about it, and the people who came and they failed, they leave. And we have this effect all the time of people coming and go advertising, and it does this kind of circles. Sometimes it holds more, sometimes it holds less. In this period, it holds more because, not because of the backups thing, but because of the Memorial Day. At the end of the month, we had the Memorial Day, which means that a lot of companies, they have scheduled ads, and the situation has improved after the Memorial Day sale end, which for most companies was the 30th. because they do extend it a bit. So that's the situation, and when all of these budgets stopped from the extra promos, we have seen much better results in the platform. For me, it's obvious that we are in a very good state right now. I hope you like my 20-minute answer, Alex, but this is how I had to explain it. Let's go to Federico. Hello, I have a campaign which is performing well, but sales are slowing down due to stock availability. Since you said if I stop and restart the campaign, the algo will start from zero, this is true. Can I overcome this by reducing the ad spending like 1 to 2 a day and then restoring the full budget as soon as products will be in stock again? I answered to you in your message that you are a clever boy, but not so clever. Okay, so no, man, because if you do, why? Just to keep it open to spend $1 or $2. This is not the engine of your motorcycle that you leave it open outside of the supermarket so that you can take a milk and come out and go with the motorcycle. So, to be honest with you, I was laughing when I saw the comment. Thank you for that. But I think that you also know the answer. No, it's not the same thing, because the whole point here is that your campaign should have some events in the course of the last 7 days because of your attribution setting. If you put it to $1, it's like you're killing all of this data from coming to the to your ad set, and it's like you're stopping all of your sales. It's better to close it instead of spending these $7 or $20 or $30 in the course of 30 days. If you have stock issues, which is a common issue, and a lot of people that are scaling are going to have no matter what, there is nothing else that you can do. You just close your campaign and you are just going to open it again or relaunch it again when you are ready again with the stock. Don't do pre-sales, or even if you do them in a very small scale. Why? A lot of times people do pre-sales and they say the item is going to be shipped in 2 months, for example. This is causing huge issues from my experience with Facebook page and the score, because people forget that they took a pre-order, and when the question from Facebook comes if they took the order or not, they reply no, and this is causing very bad rating to your Facebook page, while it's not your fault because you have informed them. Another thing that you can do is that you can increase into your page rating the delivery time of your goods to a much longer period if you have stock issues, but these are just solutions that they cannot continue forever. These are just small solutions to do just to overcome it in a month or so. So be careful also with pre-sales, because pre-sales can cause a lot of issues, especially in very big scalings. Let's go to the next question. So your problem, Federico, is the data. You're not going to keep having data in the campaign, so there is no point of keeping the campaign if the sales are going to stop on the campaign. Hi Konstantinos, do you think ad sets audience overlapping is a thing? No, I don't, and I don't believe in it, because we have also the crazy method. Today also I explained the hot pockets, and this is why I believe that there is no overlap, because it's creating different hot pockets. I feel like 2 of my CBO campaigns have same ad sets, they both drop performance, but I see a lot of success from others from duplicating the exact same campaign multiple times. You should try the crazy method. CBO works with my account, but I started an Advanced Plus campaign after watching your videos. I want to give it a go. I think the Advanced Plus is going to help you. I think you should do stacked lookalikes crazy method, you should do broad targeting crazy method, and you should do crazy method general and start understanding it. I hope you're going to watch my videos and you're going to understand it further. Then we go to a question from here that says, great content, thank you. Just wondering what are the results. This video is a video that I was explaining that there's a new feature coming back in the day for Advantage Plus, that you will be able to exclude people who are your warm audience, basically, from your Advantage Plus campaigns. And it says, do broad with no audience type breakdown works better. Thanks so much. This feature is not 100% yet transitioned to all of the Advantage Plus campaigns. We don't know yet how it's performing because it hasn't been used extensively. But I was trying to explain to you here this, that there is no way that there is going to be a definite answer of yes or no. There is no way that we can say this is working 100% in all accounts. The same way that Advantage Plus is not working 100% in all accounts. Each ad account is different and it has different rules and different funnels and everything. Now I see a new trend that is talking about not doing retargeting campaigns, for example, on and I know which are the YouTube channels that they are proposing it and stuff. For me, it's I would like to use the example of the lookalike audience than 1%. I came and I said, after the iOS changes, 1% lookalikes are not working anymore. Start using 10% lookalikes. But I was also saying that 1% lookalikes are always going to be the best lookalikes in theory. And eventually they're going to come back because it's the closest thing that we have to the audience. They are not working because of their size. And this is how I came up with the idea of the high society lookalikes, which you can go and you can watch the video. So the point here is this: you cannot come and say, for example, that retargeting is something that you should not do, because retargeting is in the fundamentals of the marketing. You might say that in this funnel you should not do retargeting because Advantage Plus is enough, but you cannot say that in all of the funnels don't do retargeting. This is what I don't like. So my idea and my experience tells me this: there are different funnels, and I'm sure that there are going to be accounts that most probably they don't need retargeting because this is how they operate, that when you're going to use this exclusion, it's going to help you a lot into your Advantage Plus. But there are going to be cases that you're going to have Advantage Plus that when you're using this, it's not going to work better because you are having, for example, a lot of repeated customers. And I explained a lot of times that no matter if you believe for your company that you just want new clients, maybe in order for you to operate in Facebook, you need to convert also your older clients in order to get data and get more fresh clients. This is how it works, and you need to understand that every case is completely different, and there are funnels that they are heavily dependent in retargeting because they are taking people from other funnels and other videos, other landing pages, and then you retarget them with another offer. This is one case that retargeting is super essential because it's considered part of the funnel. And there are other cases that it's a pretty straightforward funnel that you go and you don't need retargeting, for example, because Advantage Plus is already stealing the retargeting. So don't be fixated with ideas or watching a video and be super, like the same way that we say. The fact that we saw the Crazy Method as our flagship in this channel, it doesn't mean that it's working in all accounts. I want you to understand that I'm showing all of these different things in order for you to do different campaigns and different strategies in different accounts and adapt and find what is working for you, or even make it better with your own way and your own touch. Okay, so that's my answer to that. Let's go to the next. Hello, brother Konstantinos. Hi, brother. I'm a fan from the Philippines, and I admire you on your teaching. That really helps a lot with your wisdom on advertising in depth, and you teach them with heart. Thank you. My question is that, did you try running a CBO campaign Crazy Method in another account with the same interest and ads? Thank you for your reply. He is referring, because I talked to him after that, he's referring to that. He's saying, if I'm having one CBO campaign with the same interest and everything, and I run it on another account, is it going to have the same results? The answer is no. I have tried it because a lot of times when I'm spending, there are other accounts that they have a hidden limit. It's not, it is actually hidden, that sometimes it's 20K per day, sometimes it's 50K per day. So when I'm scaling aggressively on some accounts that I can, I'm hitting this kind of numbers, and then I have to use other accounts also in order to continue spending more. I can tell you that the results that you're getting into your main account that has a lot of spend, because you are considered a good advertiser and not a threat for the community, they're having better quality traffic. So it's not only the pixel, even if you use the same pixel and stuff, it's going to help you a lot, but the ad account is also playing a crucial role. And there are people that they're getting banned for no reason. And they're doing nothing wrong, basically. We have some things to read after on the Freelancer Diaries about the bans and how unlucky some people are. But the thing is that when they go back into new ad accounts, they don't have the same results. Why? Because we know for a fact that Facebook is giving you better quality traffic if you have not a lot of rejections, if you have a good amount of spend, if you have a healthy business for 1 year and so on. No decline payments, or a good rating into your page. So all that is making the situation with the traffic better, and you're getting better quality traffic. We know that Facebook has these tiers because we know that they are imposing them based on the rating that you have in your page. So yes, the results between the other accounts are going to be completely different. I'm sure about that. There's no doubt to that. I have tested it with different accounts. I was starting, for example, 50K in one account, let's say 1.5 ROAS in a very big scale. And then you go to the other and you spend 10K just in one other account, and you are having not 10, because there were new other accounts. I was spending 2K and I was having 0.8. So the results can be completely different based on the other accounts and how seasoned they are, which is something that a lot of agencies are taking advantage of, and they propose to give you a seasoned ad account and stuff, but there's no proof about that, okay? So don't pay everyone that is telling you that this is a seasoned ad account and stuff, because maybe it's a new ad account and they're just giving it to you. Let's go to the next question. Hi Konstantinos, thanks for the video. Another thing that I want to say about the previous one, is that my initial idea, based on the hot pockets also, which is the main topic of this video, is that what if we create different what if we make Facebook think that we're a different advertiser, so we take a different share of the pie instead of taking just what we have. So I tried also different accounts, and I can tell you that it didn't work, okay? I don't know if Facebook understood us. So my concept was that every advertiser, why is Facebook stopping us when we're trying to scale a lot? Because we're trying to take a bigger slice of the pie from the marketing pie. So what can we do? We can go with another account and advertise with a completely different page and everything and stuff into a similar site, the same products and everything. The results were not the same as the old account. Maybe by just doing that in the second account also, you will end up having a bigger slice of the pie. But still, I can tell you that it's completely different from one ad account or in one business to another business, even when you're using different pixels and pages. Now, hi Konstantinos, thanks for the video. It's really great, thank you. Now I understand not to use CBO to test new creatives. You should use CBO to test new creatives. You should not use a CBO that is already working to put inside ads in order to test them. I have a question. Let's say I have 20 videos and each video corresponds to a product. How should I test them, ABO or DCT? DCT, he means dynamic creative. Yeah, dynamic creative. Yeah, okay. So for 20 videos, first of all, DCT, you can put up to 10 creatives. You cannot put more than that. So this is problem number one. Problem number two is on DCT, dynamic creative. You can use only one link. You cannot use more than one link. And if you have different products, then this is difficult. So I would go with ABO in your case and try to target the different the different landing pages and all the 20 videos. Another solution is Advantage Plus campaign, that you can do 20 ads with different links and the different creatives that you have. But let's say that this was 10 videos, for example, and one product. So you want to test the creatives of one product and not basically the creatives and different products. If that was the case, I would go most definitely with DCT and even crazy method with a targeting that has worked in order to go for the different hot pockets, because over there you have one link, which is the one product, and 10 different creatives in dynamic ads that you can blend and you can working together. And this is also something that I always say, that there are not bad or good settings, it's just different situations. You see how in the previous situation I didn't like DCT, and in this situation I do, that I said earlier, I like DCT. So it's not about, and learn Facebook ads in a perspective of understanding why you're doing it and when you're going to do it, instead of just saying that, do I need to test the product? ABO. No, it's ABO for this case, it's DCT for this case, it's Advantage Plus for this case. So these are completely different cases. Now, last one, this is not a question, I just want to clarify something with that. Hi Konstantinos, I love your videos because they are always so informative. I really want to buy your course because you are the best Facebook ads expert. Not really, and I know that you put all you can in your videos. This is true. Unfortunately, a full 500 right away is a huge investment, although I know it's worth it. You don't worry if you're going to insult me. For some of you, I can understand that it can be a huge investment. Is there a way you can make a subscription where I can pay monthly for your course? Maybe more people can afford it this way. Thank you. Here, guys, and the reason that I'm putting this comment is because of that. We have a very we have a person that is not trying to take something for free. He's trying to find a solution in order to do it with monthly payments and stuff. Now, and a very polite person also, that he doesn't want to insult you, for example, telling you that you should sell it for 100. And thank you very much for that. I want to clarify some things about the course. The course used to be on $1,000. I lowered it to $500 because obviously I don't want to get rich from the course, and I don't care about getting a lot of money from the course. If I did, I would have done a much more extensive marketing to it. The course is there in order to help all of my consulting and mentorships, which is one way. Second way is because for all of you that you want to go into deeper levels, I have the course. And the last thing that I want to say is that after taking it from 1,000 to 500 so that more people can access it, sadly, if as a marketeers, okay, think of it. If you see a course that is $100, you would think that this is a very, beginner level course. Why would somebody sell something for $100? I don't have a problem. I could sell it for $100, but it doesn't worth it, and it's going to diminish its value. Okay, I already think that the $500 diminish the value of the course. So in my opinion, it's going to turn 500. Sadly, I cannot do any monthly installments because it's going to be it's going to need a lot of coding and stuff in order to do it. So my only suggestion is that you can go and you can try to gather the money to it. But we have also the YouTube videos, which I'm sharing a lot of information here. I'm not holding anything. The course, it's more examples with live accounts and stuff, but that's it. If you still want to operate, you can have also the YouTube channel, and you can operate like this. The main reason that I'm not doing it is because this course doesn't even worth 500. It worth more than that, but still I have it on 500 because I don't care to become rich out of it. I hope that it makes sense, guys, but I cannot lower it more. I just have to respect also my effort that I put to the course. That's all about it. Jackson, though, you are very polite, and thank you for that. Yeah, that's it. So let's go to the Freelancer Diaries. We have Facebook advertising account ban. The Freelancer Diaries today, it's all about the restricted and banned ad accounts, and I want to show you what kind of things are happening when you're having an account restricted, and some experience from people. My account was banned 3 years ago for policy violation. Okay. I need someone who has experience on banning accounts, preferably someone who has a rep at Facebook who can help. From my experience, if your account is banned for months, let's say 6 months, 7 months, you cannot take it back. It's something that it cannot go away. So 3 years, I think it's a very long period. But, sadly, I know that there are people that they have friends within Meta, associates that they're paying, whatever, that they have done this kind of stuff. I don't know about 3 years, but I know about other accounts that you go to the customer support, you talk with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 person, and then you find someone within Meta that does it like this, or he escalates it or whatever. So there are the situations that there are people that maybe they're going to fix it, but be careful that there are a lot of scammers out there that they are never going to fix it and they are going to just take your money. Don't forget that we had also in one of our podcasts, I believe it was the first one, we had an OnlyFans girl that actually had to do sex with several Facebook employees to unban her account, and eventually it was unbanned. So these things are happening, and there are people that they have the power of doing it. Let's go to the next one, but be careful for scammers. Restricted Meta Business Manager account. So this is something that shows all of the madness when an account is getting restricted and what is happening and how people are being treated like idiots from Meta customer support. It says, hello, on April 21st, I attempted to connect my Shopify store to Meta Business Manager page. We're not going to say the page here, we're going to hide it, to connect to business Facebook and Instagram account. My account was restricted at the end of an hour-long chat session with a Meta commerce representative where we were just about finished with the Shopify setup. She told me the restriction would fall off within the hour. And when this is happening, you know that it's not going to happen, and you know that this person that knows what they're doing and what happened, now, from every single person that you're going to talk to from now on, you will have to explain all of this situation, and they are just going to reply with a template answer. That was on April 24, and so far the restriction remains. I confirmed my identity with a driver's license and a picture of my face. When I attempt to continue request to confirm my identity for an account restriction that I think is erroneously restricted, I get a spinning wheel. This has been going on since April 24th and no one can seem to help me. See video and screenshot attached so far. This person is trying. I have been through this process. I know how it is. I have spoken to 7 commerce representatives. I received 9 emails from ad representatives. Of those 9 emails, all ask for the screenshot videos but never reply when I upload the request information. So they ask the same thing with a template answer. After that, they are not continuing, and you have to go through the process of explaining always the same thing. I have had one of the emails come from an escalation to a manager and still no one responds to my screenshot and screen videos. I have spoken on the phone with someone from the commerce team, no help. Another person from the commerce team promised to have someone from ads team to call me, no one called. Today, Myla from the commerce team promised the same, an escalation and a phone call. So far, that was not occurred. Why can no one help me? I feel you, I understand you, I know how it is. Basically, it's because what happened with Twitter needs to happen also with Facebook. Maybe Elon Musk or someone else needs to go there and fire all of these idiots. All of these idiots, because nobody is working over there, especially in the customer support. Also, I cannot access the live chat support, of course, in Meta Business Help, because for some reason the option to do so does not exist at the bottom of it. For me, it does for others I've seen on YouTube. Maybe she has seen my video. So the situation is this. Do you see how much effort she's putting? There are no clear ways of actually getting your ad account back unless if you have people inside Meta. I have been helped by Facebook reps that I talk to regularly with accounts for some of my accounts, and things were resolved fast. But I have seen also this kind of struggle of going through customer support, talking with idiot people that they just reply with a template answer and they don't care about it. And you know, it's actually waking you up feelings like that. If you see this person right next to you, you want to kill him. Because this is how you feel. You want to go punch him in the face so hard and never stop. Because they just don't care. They just don't care about your situation. And you know, after the second, third, fourth time, fifth time, sixth time that you see the same template answer, you know that this person doesn't give a and you're going to upload again the same information and then they're going to watch it after 2 days. They are going to even forget what they said because they replied to another 1000 emails. All of them, they need to be fired, all of them, except from some cases I have seen. For example, I still remember his name was Raul has helped me in one account, but he was actually caring. I was telling him this, and he actually helped me and it was resolved. There are people that they just go there and they just pass their 8 hours of work by just using copy-paste template answer, and that's it. If this is something that makes them happy, fine. But let me tell you, motherfuckers, you're going to be replaced by an AI soon because you're doing and your job is not good. So good job at finding a job after that to McDonald's or to wherever you're going to find, because you're doing nothing and you don't care about anything. And I'm very happy that some of you're going to replace by an AI program because people like you, they don't deserve to have a job because you don't care about helping others. That's all that I had. I hope that the AI is going to take all of your jobs in the customer Meta support, and we can actually talk with an AI that really cares much more than a human. Let me know about this podcast today. If you have any questions, if you liked it, if you understood the hot pockets, if you think that the AI should take all of their jobs. And until we meet again, guys, be creative and be consistent, and I will see you in the next podcast. This was the Facebook Ads Breaking News Podcast. Like it or not, it is what it is.